Top of the morning, guys. Mike Galbraith here. I'm a family and sports medicine physician, and this is actually a first.
This is a first.
I get to hang out with my daughter. She's one of my favorite people.
I would hope so.
Yeah, most days.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. I think we're usually on pretty good terms. So, Maddie is a budding healthcare professional, and Maddie actually has a secret admirer here today, Bernie, behind her left shoulder. And Bernie's going to oversee us. Yes. So, we want to go over some knee exercises today. So a lot of these knee exercises can be really important for people with knee arthritis, and especially sometimes we'll call anterior knee pain or patellofemoral knee pain. Another really fancy name is chondromalacia patella. We won't go into great details about what those are right now, but lots of different kinds of knee pain can benefit from these simple exercises. So let's do 4 simple exercises, and then we'll maybe do a different video on some more advanced ones. First one, straight leg raise.
Okay.
How strong do you feel today?
I don't know. I'm feeling a little weak.
Well, let's get you ripped.
Okay.
Okay, so first of all, maybe I'll have you lie down first.
Okay.
On your back facing the ceiling. I'll hold the soccer ball. Give me some comfort.
Okay.
Okay, so really simple exercise here. This is kind of like a security blanket holding this. This is great. So this leg, I want you to bend it 90 degrees. Perfect. And then we're going to target this leg right here. So with this knee, you're really going to fire this quad. That's your goal of this exercise. So now what I want you to do is just keep that leg nice and straight and raise it up like 3 inches. Perfect. Oh, that's way too high. You're a gunner.
Sorry.
Yeah, right there is perfect. Now hold that, and I want you to really fire that. Feel it with your hand. Feel that muscle with your hand. Good. So feel it. You can
feels
feel
nice
that.
and toned.
Nice and taut. Yes. Okay. Now relax. Good. Now up again. Nice and taut. Feel it again. So it's good to kind of monitor. You can feel those muscles. And now just barely bend your knee just a little bit. Notice, boom, you lose it, right? So you really have to lock that knee out into complete extension. Great, and back down. And notice the tendency, I think a lot of people bring it up really high. You really don't have to, though. Even just a few inches. So I'll do that. I'll hold it up. Raise it up one more time for me. Hold it a few inches off the table. And you hold it there for maybe 3 seconds and back down. My goal is to maybe do 10. Instead of 10, you can later do 3 reps if you want. If you want to make it a little more challenging, let's have you sit up. Okay, good. Same bent leg. You're doing a great job. Thanks, Bernie. And now raise up again. This is a little bit harder now. And again, feel it with your hand. That way you can monitor the contraction of the muscle. Rock star. You give me the nod of approval. That's perfect. Great. While you're in that position, let's have you turn on your side facing that direction.
Okay.
This is what we call the clamshell exercise. So this sounds kind of strange, but more than half of the exercises for knee problems are actually going to address the hip. Because we find strengthening your hip, getting buns of steel right here, actually controls the alignment, sorry about that, the alignment of your hips, or of your knees, and your whole lower extremity. So I'm going to bend you a little bit more.
Okay.
Perfect, like that. So feet are together. Now I want you, like a clam, raise your knee up, your top knee, and then hold that. And hold for 3 seconds and then back down. That's perfect. Now, I want you to take this hand and feel the outside of your hip. So you have your glute muscles. You have your glute maximus is your largest. Then you have your medius and minimus. So she's going to feel her glutes fire. So now raise that knee up. Hold just a few seconds, and I want you to feel that glute fire. You kind of feel it up high here.
That's nice.
Very nice, yes. And then back down. And then last time, and hold it up. And again, this is really slow. It's controlled. You want to make sure you're firing that glute and then back down. Perfect. So that's the clamshell exercise. Let's do what I affectionately call the Jane Fonda exercise. All right, so now keep that bottom leg bent, but now we're going to straighten the top leg like a rock star.
Oh, thank you.
Great job. So notice she is straight here. The tendency is people tend to bring it forward. They flex the hip. Try to bring it into true abduction. And now we come down. Oh, sorry, the soccer ball's in your way. Oh. And then we're going to come up, hold, fire the glutes, and then back down. And then up again, fire the glutes, and hold again 2-3 seconds, and then back down. And notice, again, she's monitoring with her hand to make sure she's firing that glute really well. If you want to make this a little more aggressive, I tell people you can wear shoes, hiking boots, or they even have ankle weights that are like 2 to 5 pounds. I call it the Jane Fonda exercise because she did a lot of these. And sometimes you go into the YMCA or whatever gym, you see people, they're just giving it. They're just going to town, right? But again, it's totally out of control. You want nice, slow, controlled motions. So she's getting into it.
Oh, yeah.
How about wall squat? Let's do the wall squat.
Okay.
All right. So wall squat, this is why we have the soccer ball. Let's come over to a smooth surface.
Okay.
So I'm going to have you lean up against the wall.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, and so you'll stand, feet are roughly shoulder width apart. And then as you lean up, we decide not to do this against the brick wall because the brick wall doesn't slide very well. This will slide better. So now I want you to go down and then squat down just a little bit for me.
And how far out should my feet be?
Let's test it out right there.
Okay.
You don't want to go too far out. So most people, their feet are about a foot, 12 to 18 inches from the wall. Now I want you to squat down, but don't go all the way down to 90. Good, so hold right there. So now you're going to just hold up against the wall, hold for a few seconds, and then back up. Now we're going to put this between your knees, and what that does is it forces your knees to come in, and you really fire the inner quad muscle called your VMO, your vastus medialis. We haven't done anatomy yet. Oblique. Okay, great. Now, so I want you to come down now again, and so we're going to come down and squat.
Do you want to the 90 or?
Not quite to 90.
Okay.
Good, and hold, and then back up. Perfect. Now, what happens if you go down to 90 or below 90? You get my age, and you're going to have to do this, and it actually really hurts your knee. So that's why you don't want to go too deep in a squat because it really can hurt your patellofemoral compartment, and it's tough. So you just engage just below the 90. So let's go down, hold right there. Good, hold 2-3 seconds, then back up. And again, you can do sets of 10 if you'd like. So, all right, let's bring the ball. So, come join me, Madison. So we went over some knee exercises. So we went over, initially was the straight leg raise. You did fantastic with that.
Thank you.
You did the clamshell.
Yes. One idea with the clamshell to make it a little bit harder is to use a resistance band.
Oh, that's stage 2. You're getting ahead of yourself, but you're right. I like that resistance band really work your glutes. So maybe we'll go over that in our next video. That'll be like hip 2.0.
Okay.
Amazing.
It's hip to be square.
And then very hip to be square. So Mads, you're a rock star. Here's to your knee arthritis, patellofemoral chondromalacia exercises.